Right off is good. Hey guys, okay, so this week we're going to do, today and tomorrow, we're going to do Alfredo. I went ahead and decided I was going to make this at home. That way it would save time in class and save all of the ingredients. So I'll just do it once and then we'll be done. So I went ahead and I put the margarine in the pan. I am going to add some garlic. Now, that's up to you if you want to add garlic or not. I do like a little bit of garlic, so I'm going to go ahead and add that in. I have it on like 3, which you'll probably do too, butter. We know butter is a solid fat. Then, once our butter's kind of melted, we let that garlic or whatever. You do not have to add garlic. If you want to add garlic, you can. If you want to do like salt and pepper, you can. Sometimes I tell people I encourage you guys not to use too much because you don't want too much flavor. But we'll just kind of let that soak in. If we have fresh garlic, which I actually think we do have some fresh garlic at school. Hang on, my kiddo's bumping the table, so it looks kind of wobbly there. But that's okay. But we're gonna go ahead, let that just kind of cook a little bit. 1 clove of garlic is probably plenty. Kind of see. Gosh, here we go. Now I remember how much I loved making videos. We're just going to kind of pour that in there. Now, I have my rubber scraper. I'm going to add the cream. The reason I have my rubber scraper is because cream is heavy, right? We know, or you might remember from food fundamentals, the cream is heavier. That's like the fat, obviously, that sits on milk. So we're just going to add that in, and we want this to be totally combined, okay? So I'm going to set that off to the side. Then I'm going to use my whisk, which I already used, and I'm just going to cook this. Now, I'm not going to say stir constantly because you do need it to get thick, but you need to stir it kind of a lot. So we're going to go ahead and stir this until this melts in. This actually takes about 5 minutes. And now that I'm doing this, I'm not sure how I can pause this recording, but I'm going to try. So reason being, obviously, is because you don't need to see me stir this for 5 minutes. Now, I added the seasonings to the butter. What did you say? I already got the butter. Thank you. Yep, I added the butter in first, had that melted, kind of put that in there to go. Let the cream go, kind of let that soak in a little bit. We want that to be totally combined. We would let that go for, like I said, just about 5 minutes. Now, some people add all different kinds of things, maybe like peas. I like broccoli. Obviously, you could do chicken. We're not doing chicken at school. Time, again, of the essence for us. And then last, once we have that to where it's totally combined, let me see if I can pause this. And if I can't, I'm going to go ahead. Hold on one sec. I think it just says leave. I'm like the old lady that's like looking for the screen. Okay, so we're not going to do that because I don't want to have to necessarily have, well, I guess I could have 2. My kids love my ability for technology. All right, we'll go ahead. We'll just add this in now. It's okay. We're just going to have to end up stirring it longer. But I want you to see, I want you to kind of see this. And if you can kind of see, obviously I'm leaving an open flame, which is not optimum. But I want you to see how that's kind of, it's clumpy, okay? And that's what it'll do. We're going to have to stir it now until it gets thick. You're going to want to keep yours probably on like 2 or 3. And I'm using the whisk, and this is already getting pretty thick. Yours may not get this quick at home, or at school rather, on the electric stovetop, and that's okay, all right? But this is already pretty thick. So if you can kind of see, again, yours is probably not going to thicken up that quickly. But if you can see, I'll take this, my rubber scraper again, just so you can kind of see that this is pretty thick. So this is an Alfredo that you would go ahead and you could eat, but we'll leave that on there. Now, if it would get too thick, we could just add a little bit of milk. You could kind of add anything to that. I'll go ahead and make some fettuccine Alfredo. Okay, but just want to show you real quick. So melt the butter, Add the cream. Last, add the cheese. Kara's going to say hi.
Hi.
Okay. Bye, guys.